2024 was Hollywood's wildest year yet, and not in a good way. From record breaking strikes to shocking box office trends, controversial statements, and legal drama, the industry felt like a non stop soap opera. And let's not forget the insane reliance on nostalgia that both saved and doomed some studios. Buckle up, because we're diving into the WTF moments that made headlines this year. 2024 had it all: family films making a comeback, superhero fatigue reaching its peak, massive celebrity controversies, and a strike that brought the entire industry to a halt. This year wasn't just a chapter in the Hollywood history, it was an entire book filled with plot twists. Let's break it all down. First up, the strike that brought Hollywood to its knees. The Writers Guild of America and the SAG-AFTRA joined forces in a historic dual strike, marking the first time in over 60 years that writers and actors stopped to work together. The demands: fair pay, better residuals, and regulations on the use of AI in scripts and performances. Studios tried to play hardball, but with production shutting down left and right, they had no choice but to cave in after months of deadlock. The strike delayed dozens of big projects, from Marvel's Blade to the highly anticipated Stranger Things finale. But it also highlighted a bigger issue: the growing divide between Hollywood's elite and its everyday workers. The aftermath: a slightly fairer industry, but one that has a long way to go. Next up, let's talk numbers, because 2024 was the year Hollywood's box office trends flipped on their head. Superhero films, once the reigning champs, had a tough year. The Marvels 2 tanked at the box office, joining a growing list of underperforming superhero flicks. Even The Flash, which had Michael Keaton's Batman as its main selling point, barely broke even. Fans are calling it superhero fatigue, but studios are still scrambling to figure out what went wrong. Meanwhile, family films swooped in to save the day. Frozen 3 didn't just break records, it obliterated them, proving that heartwarming, feel-good stories still have a massive audience. Next up, after years of legal battles, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt finally reached a divorce settlement in 2024. The fight over custody and finances for their 6 children made headlines for weeks, with insiders calling it one of Hollywood's costliest settlements yet. Fans were left divided, some sided with Jolie, others with Pitt, but one thing was clear: this was a messy end of an iconic Hollywood power couple. Next up, Blake Lively found herself in hot water after comments she made during a press tour went viral. The actor criticized a well-known director, and the internet exploded. Some fans defended her, saying her comments were justified, while others accused her of being unprofessional. The controversy forced Lively to issue a public apology, but the damage was done. Her reputation took a hit, and the memes were relentless. And before we get into the superhero fatigue, let's talk about how Hollywood is milking nostalgia dry. Studios have realized that bringing back beloved characters and actors is the easiest way to guarantee ticket sales. Just look at Spider-Man No Way Home. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland teaming up wasn't just fan service, it was a $1 billion idea. And it's not stopping there. Marvel is doubling down on nostalgia with Avengers Doomsday, slated for release in 2026. Robert Downey Jr. is making a comeback as Doctor Doom, and there's heavy speculation that Chris Evans will return too. Even Deadpool 3 is banking on nostalgia. By bringing back Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, fans are hyped, and studios know exactly what they're doing. If you want a full breakdown of how Hollywood is using nostalgia to rake in billions, check out our deep dive video right here. It is a strategy that's as brilliant as it is repetitive, and it is reshaping the industry. Next up, let's face it, superhero fatigue is no longer just a theory, it's a reality. The genre that once ruled the box office is now struggling to keep audiences engaged. Even movies with huge nostalgia hooks, like The Flash, underperformed. And it's not just DC. Marvel has also had its fair share of flops this year. The real question is, can superhero movies innovate enough to survive? Or are audiences moving in onto other genres? 2024 was chaotic, dramatic, and downright messy, but it also revealed a lot about where Hollywood is headed. From strikes to superhero fatigue, nostalgia overload to the rise of family films, this year was a turning point for the industry. So, what do you think was the biggest WTF moment of 2024? Let me know down in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more deep dives into Hollywood's biggest stories. See you in the next one.